I stared at the blinking cursor, my heart racing with every passing second. I had just checked the production database and it was gone. 4 million records wiped. My mind reeled as I frantically searched for the root cause. Alert Slack notified me, but I ignored it. I couldn't focus on anything except finding out who or what could have done this. Our entire payroll system relied on that database. Without it, we were doomed to miss a critical quarterly payment, which would trigger a chain reaction of financial penalties and damage our reputation. My fingers flew across the keyboard as I launched Jira, checked the VPN logs, and scrolled through the SSH connections. Nothing stood out. I was about to give up when I spotted an anomaly in the Docker logs. A recursive loop looping back into itself. That was our killer. I dug deeper, my palms sweating in the server room's air-conditioned chill. The log file revealed a pattern. Someone had intentionally created this recursive loop to overwrite the database. But who? And why? My phone buzzed with an incoming call from our CTO, Alex. He was already on his way to the remote office, fueled by a caffeine-fueled monologue about innovation and disruption. I knew what he wanted to deflect attention from his own projects, which were struggling. As I waited for Alex to arrive, I ran through the logs again, searching for any clues. And that's when I saw it, an S3 bucket with a hidden folder containing our payroll data. No, that was impossible. Someone had been using our AWS credentials without permission. Alex arrived, his eyes gleaming with a calculating intensity. "What's going on?" he asked, already knowing the answer. I showed him the logs, but he just nodded and took over. "We'll get to the bottom of this. We need to identify the perpetrator." As we dug deeper, our investigation led us down a rabbit hole of misconfigured S3 buckets and unauthorized Docker containers. But Alex's eyes locked onto something. My name was associated with one of those permissions. "You know," he said, his voice dripping with insincerity, "it looks like you might have had access to the credentials after all." I felt a cold dread creeping up my spine as I realized the truth. They were going to pin this on me. The recursive loop, the payroll issue, was all just a setup. The door closed behind Alex, and I knew I was trapped in a toxic game of corporate politics. I had lost control of our systems, and now I would lose my job. I stared at the blinking cursor once more, my heart heavier than ever before. The production database might be gone, but one thing remained: the toxic culture that had destroyed it. Like and subscribe for daily content. Add a comment with the recommended stories you want to hear.